Greetings, greetings. So, I was I want to talk about examples of how to pull in energy. So, as I'm sitting here and learning about the energy and how to use it. Okay, for example, like if you got a word and you want to know how it is, you go to the dictionary and they give you the definition of it. Okay, so within our energy, each person was born within a season, within a within a date, and within a time frame. So with that being that, they call the energy zodiac signs. Yes, it is zodiac signs. It really is, because the zone of your sign that you suppose the whole that zone that you suppose to hold within that season, within that month, within that time, you supposed to hold that energy. And why do we have people that we can see how they act, in case we can't we didn't have words at the beginning. We only had human, and we had animals that actually was birthed the same time we was birthed. That's why they say people can find any kind of animal to be its pet, because sometimes their birth is the same. Because within Mother Gaia, and in her masculine, the creation is held that you can pick it out to place within the womb of nature, that's the feminine. So, having the zodiac signs, with me learning the seasons, would give you the 13 cycles. And why it's so important that a masculine connects to a woman, because that is the 13th element of the cycles, the 12 cycles that you go through, like the turtle. The turtle is the home in all. It have four corners, it have a head, and it have a tail. But it have a cycle of 13 itself, and 12 of the cycles. So that is the woman. And with a man to be a whole, to create this cycle, to see the cycle of the 12, it needs a partner. But a woman can live on her own. That's why they say the only thing she needs is the mount of a man, because her mount to make a life is through the masculine, because we live on the masculine, and our creation comes up and live like life within the feminine womb. But it's all in one, because the spirit of the nana nature of the alpha is in all of us, that we may connect together. The two S's, they still S's regardless of which way you go. When you go with your left and your right, you still have the two L's that represents July. Because June is your four corners. And once you know that April is the womb itself, you're the creation of the mother on the father. She is placed here on the father, but in the middle is spirit, and that's where we reside, in the middle. Like I always tell people, be good or be great, because you're in the middle. You don't have to choose to be the darkness of what this two-sided world think it is. It's three-sided, because you make a point of focus. Like, I'm sitting in front of 3 trees, but it's a palm tree in the middle. And I'm sitting watching it. So I am at a point. The palm tree at the point, and it's 2 other trees beside me got their own point. that make a square or a circle. It depends on if you want to put a angle in it. If you want to square it up. That's why you have a four corner. That's why you have an X. That's why your star, your feet, your left feet go with your right hand, your right feet go with your left hand. That's why. It reaches further on the opposite side because your body turned with it. It can reach out and stretch out on the other side because you're reaching within your four corners, within your circle, within your sphere of shaping. That's why they say we are shapeshifters. And I always tell people, when you choosing things in life, you have two choices. The 50-50 choice, where you come together with somebody at 100. Because you got 100 yourself. But you got to come to agreements to come to with your 50 to make 100. To be equal. That's footwork. We call it football. But within that 50, you have two options. You get to do your 12. And while you do your 12, how you get 15 if you got 12? You got 5 other choices. You the head of it and you got your body. They call it pool. Or you got your 9. You know what I'm saying? If you have your 9, I'm trying to do just one at a time. You have your 9, you got those two choices. Because with 2, you got your vessel. You feel what I'm saying? And that footwork. You got the choice of self and owning it for your life. Starting in the 6, you already know you got 3 more to go to get to that 9. You know what I'm saying? You start out with 3. You, yourself, and what the fuck you Natil. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with the mothers, though, to understand what I'm saying. To get the concept of what I'm saying. The 3-way. The 3 in 1 about the 3 of 1. And then you have the other one. Of your body flipping to your dome, the basket that holds all the knowledge. They call it basketball. You have a court. You got a halfway court where your other head, it can be a shim. That means a girl or a boy. It creates. One holds it and one holds it until. One holds the seed and one holds the garden to make that plant. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to hold and they're going to carry. They're going to move and they're going to work it. Because they got to work the whole body, the whole court. And how can they work the whole court? Back to these two. Back to your 9 and your 15. Your 12 cycles with your 5 ways to go. The body. The whole concept is a whole game that y'all been playing with balls. And within this concept, you have placements. And August is about the dome. It's about coming into Gaia new from what you've done before. Your works from the year before. Like they be like income tax. It's your work. That's the womb. You come and you getting ready to place you, the body. If you put that inside there, that's going to make pathways, alleyways, ways of travel. That's your planning. That's you putting yourself in it. So then once you put yourself in it, in May, you go here. You go to your 4 corners. That's your your work, your body. You tilling. You tilling your foe. You honestly tilling your foe. Now that you got your four corners accomplished, your X marked the spot. You know where you at in this year. Because you in June. They call it the 6th. But it's really what? The tree. Right? You done made your bark. Now you at your point, your 3-point. Cause you the point, but where your focus at? You is what you don't see. You the vessel. That's a point. But that's your triangle. Or you can put it 2 points on the ground to go up and you make a pyramid. But you is that opening. You the vessel. Like you got your hands out. Going forward. Because they don't go backwards like that. They a little wilder. It ain't really a good middle. But if you hold your hands up, not straight up in a Y, and then you hold it down in that same Y, that's a focus, that's forward. And that's your other July. Now, you got your L's, your left and your right. You got both sides of where you going. Within August. And you know in August you harvesting, right? Because these are summer months. You working left and right. You gathering and you planting at the same time. Because you pulling up everything that you have done. Everything that you done concept. On your left, your 2 L's. What you gained, what you lost, and what you learned, your lessons. Your L's, which way you took them. You took them in a good way, you took them in the backwards way. You know what I'm saying? Do you have to walk back to that 90-degree angle, or you going forward? Or you in the middle of it, you balancing it? That's because your focus, this right here, all this is working out for you. And now you go here to what? You go to your 9, right? Cause you working. You working. You on your 9. Right? But you on your 6 for real. Now, the beginning of what you have worked for. Because you done came on in. You got both sides of what you done tilled. What you done learned and everything. You coming up through the middle. To what? To will everything that you have gathered. Your harvest. You willing it. You working it. Now that you done willed that in your 6 months, because this your 5th. You in your 5th self. You know what 5 mean, right? We might need to go over there. I might have jumped too fast. I did. But I put it out there. So once you will it, now you going to go here to your balancing out what you need to save and what you need to use. Right? Because this is a 7. That's when you stand up and your chakra's supposed to be in line. You're supposed to be, being able to stand up as 1. Your chakra, this the chakra month. Your 7 chakras supposed to be lined up as 1 to be balanced from what you done did throughout the year, throughout the cycles, the 13 cycles. You being the cycle that's paddling. Like you is the person on the bike. You is the 13 to make the 12. If you don't move, it won't be 12. That's why they always talk about 13 months. It's not 13 months. You is the 13. You is the turtle that holds that spot, that center spot. Okay, now, after you done did this, you are here to your, I call it a cup with a lid. You putting everything you at your storage. Because why? Winter, August, winter, the end of winter, what do you have to have? Storage of what you have tilled and gathered to here. You just holding everything that's going to help you, because you done balance what you save and what you use. So you here with your storage. Why are you here with your storage? This is the 8th month. Tree. They call infinity. Because you're coming into your completion, the 9th month. Once you get in the 9th month, that's what you done at the beginning of the month, all the way to here. Because now you have to plan on your new beginning. You're planning here how you began it this year and how you ended this year. Because it's time to start over. Because you're coming into your 10th, your 1 and your 0. And when you in your 1 and your 0, you're taking everything that's in your storage to close what you started. In your 10. Because now you have to place your feminine self again in your planning. Because you plant something here in the dome of your mind. This is your planning month. Because what you undone, started with, and what you end with. That you may close the cycle in the 10. Then you have your feminine month. And they kept it the same way, the 28 days. Every 4 years is 29. They kept that. That's the feminine month. I just put them on top of it because I'm putting my womb with my feminine, because she have to be willing. That's the feminine month. You're in your nurturing month. You trying to nurture like like a woman. You cleaning it up. You organizing it. You nurturing it. So you organizing it. Then in the masculine, you stamping it. That's the march into the new year. You coming into the womb again. Closing it out like a stamp of approval. And while I'm telling y'all that, I didn't explain what, when I'm calling out them numbers. I'm calling out this. These are the ways of life. 9 being completion, 0 meaning a fresh start. Like home, then 1, 2, 3, and you back home. Then the 3 on top of each other make the infinity sign. But you have 8 ways to go. That's the cross and the treasure sign put together, but with the spin of life. The tree with the mothers that give you 3 hard ways to go, because it's 3 of the entities. flame, breath, and water that exists. And within Alpha, it is a feminine, a masculine, and a spirit. And then it's your choice, your 5 ways to go. It's through your head, through your torso, through your arms, or through your legs. It's up to you. But it's 2 choices when you look at the vessel. Because the vessel holds a dome. And in that dome, you have 12 ways that matches up with your 12 seasons within your 4 seasons. Then you have the 7, and that's your 7 chakras. That's your root, your creation, your sacral, your private. That's one thing. Your private is your creation base. It start off with your roots, how your blood is rooted to Gaia. Then it's your sacral, where you create. And then it's your intuition, how you sponge things into existence by listening to your body, while your mind guides your body through spirit. Then it's your heart that governs your vessel. Whatever your body do, whatever your vessel do within them chakras, your heart is the one that have to deal with all of it. But then you come to your neck, where you're necked it through your mouth. Your in portal that's connected to your ass. It's a whole tunnel that go from your mouth, the serpent, that Mother Water governs, but Mother Air controls. Because anything in the way, even Mother Water, in the way of Mother Gaia, Mother Breath, interest, you can lose your life. And that's the chakra of expression. Then you have your petal, your eyes, your nose, your eye, your third eye. That's your petal. It look like a cross, but it have petals. That's your third eye. Where these make this see something. For what this right here connects the death, the walking dead. It walks out your scalp like it know where it's going. Some of it goes flat, and some of it rises to the occasion. We need something to make it stay down, a twist, a relaxer. When you're locked in with who you is, if you really want to see it grow that way, it'll grow long, real fast when it's locked into, I won't let now strain leave me. It'll lock and it'll be to the flow like Rapunzel. Rapunzel let down your hair, and there go your hair, flowing downward. But it'll curl up to the connection of the 5 of the turtle. It will be the head of you. So that is your 7 that make that 1 you. But if I turn it the right way, will y'all know about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6? Because this and this is these. It take 2 to get this. It take 2 to get this. But once you see this, you have this. And then you have the choices of life. And I'll leave it because I get deep. But this my quarter to you. As above, so below. As within, so without. So shall you keep it, so shall you do it.